Welcome to Down the Wire. Today in BackPage News, we follow up with the OnlyFans mom who was banned in an exclusive interview. Also, we have a deepfake scam that duped a company out of $25 million. And don't eat fried toothpicks. The latest TikTok trend has sparked a health warning. In today's show, we're joined by Filet, a legendary auto creative who is the man behind some of the biggest events the city has ever seen. He's also a designer and an animator. He's a great friend of mine. Happy to have him on the show. Let's get into it. I gotta say, bro, I really like the way you set up your sentences.
How so?
I like when you tell a story, bro, because I like when you throw in a good mind you, and then you get into your statement. It's the best, bro. I'm hooked every time.
You gotta contextualize.
It's good. It's my favorite thing of yours. Like I want to learn how to do impressions, and the second I can get your voice down, those like little things are.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
If I were to
mind
see
you,
yeah.
The way you pause too, bro. Oh, it's odd. Do you know? Are you aware of that kind of shit?
Yeah. Like, I know I kind of talk like my dad, even though I try not to. And like, I feel like
I thought you were gonna throw it in right there. I thought you were gonna throw it in.
Mind you. And like, he's a very talkative guy. You know what I'm saying? So I pick up on like how he, just goes through sentences and shit. But man, like I feel like I have the annoying parts of how he talks too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You do. I get my mom's laugh, which is really annoying because I laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch back these episodes and I'm like, holy fuck, is Jimmy Fallon running this fucking podcast? Like, literally, bro. I got my mom's laugh in her wrists, bro. See, my watch can't even stay up. It's on the smallest link, dude.
Got tiny little.
Dude, I could touch my pinky to my thumb. Bro.
Wow, you got cute wrists, man.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. And it's better for the.
I'm dead. No, it's worse, bro.
No.
Oh, this?
Yeah, you have a little.
You're gonna break my wrist doing this one day. It's so dainty, bro.
True.
I really it's actually funny. I put my hand in my pocket today, funny, and my wrist kind of clicked, and I almost broke it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think it's from all the typing and editing. Unrelated, but these wrists were not meant to be an editor. But these hands are also not meant to be a blue collar guy. Like, feel my hand, bro.
Whoa.
Right? They're soft as shit, dude. It's not even the right one. I know what you're thinking. You can feel the left too. It's the same. It's because I use both hands.
Like, it's soft down to the it's soft down to the tissue, brother.
They're not working man hands, dude. I did a blue collar job for like a week, and I was like, "Fuck this, dude."
God
Fuck
damn.
this. Yeah.
Your penis must love you, though.
I love it. That's why they're so soft.
Damn. Oh shit. No, that was actually.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never like shaken your hand like that before.
It's always a quick,
Yeah. Hey man. Shit. Good for you, though.
Thanks, bro.
Whew.
I don't feel like a man though.
You're a man lit.
Yeah.
A man lit. A man lit.
All right, you know what? Fuck this. Speaking of having soft hands for reasons you are aware of, we're going to get into our first story here. Okay. But before we do that, we're getting into our BackPage news. You're aware of our BackPage news.
I am.
Viewers, listeners that might not be aware, BackPage news is where we get into the most ridiculous, offbeat, just flat out, just funny, weird headlines circulating the globe. First one here, dude. Mom banned from dropping kids off at Christian school due to OnlyFans ad on her car. I see you processing. So if you look at this back decal, it takes up the entire back windshield, bro. We talked about this story last week. There's a follow-up, though, which is why we're bringing it up again. But just to re-explain it, basically, the school is not letting her car allowed on school premises because, dude, this is like a strict private school.
Yeah.
Like, no bullshit.
Christian
parents are complaining.
Just private school.
Christian,
like
private
okay.
On top of that, yeah, like no facial hair. Hair's got to be a certain length. All that kind of shit.
For the Lord.
Mm-hmm. So one of the Catholic moms complained. She was like, "What the fuck is going on? This is a direct threat to my kids," she said on her TikTok video. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Word.
This is where she ranted, was on her TikTok.
That's a direct threat to your kids on TikTok. Word.
Yeah. I want to know how you feel about this actually. And this mom that complained, her bio on TikTok, it says hashtag black dad. And she like makes it a thing. Like her husband's black and her account is all about like her family of like 9 children.
Oh, is it like, wait, are they adopted children or are they their children?
Dude, like the first 5 are white and then they slowly start going up like the color wheel. You know what I mean? Okay,
because it's got to be said that we watched a very interesting episode of Atlanta.
We did.
The other day.
Yeah. Holy fuck, bro. That's how I learned about that story. Because it was based on a true story episode. Fuck.
And I seen another story last week about another family that's just, all I'm going to say is, for one, Miss TikTok.
Yeah.
With your, adopting is great and all that fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? But man, if you're just trying to be like, and okay. Depending on how bad, I'm getting somewhere with that. Depending on how bad Miss OnlyFans is, I get that you have to go out and say something. Mm-hmm. But little Miss TikTok with the family of whatever kids, has that TikTok just to kind of exploit them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. They didn't ask for
like them family TikToks and them family YouTubes. All those kind of need to be like really, dissected with what's a my French is microscope. Yeah. I was about to say the French word on site. Thank you. I be doing that a lot. But so to that, like, it really depends on how bad Miss OnlyFans is OnlyFanning.
By bad, what do you mean?
So I already see a little bit of what this van looks like. I mean, if it just stays at the OnlyFans logo with the @
when you say
it's not a threat to your children, it's not saying that it's a threat to your kids. It's a threat to them maybe getting their rocks off premature. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she's saying. Is like the first thing they see when they go to school, when they get dropped off, is that. So porn's now on their minds, and it's also kids because it's a school.
And this is a wait, high school or elementary?
It doesn't specify.
So we don't know, but it's a prep school, and to me, prep means preparation for college. So I would say either 9 to 12 or 7 to 12.
Okay, because past 9th grade, porn was probably on my mind going to school every like 2 days. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I matured, but I'm just saying like from 9 to 12, like, I mean, I would have known about mom before she even pulled out to school.
In one of her TikToks, she said that she asked her kids, like if the other kids at school talk about it a lot.
1,000.
And apparently it's like a running joke and like the talk of the town. And one kid got expelled because he looked up the OnlyFans on a school device. Like an idiot.
Oh, okay, it's kind of a threat then.
Yeah. You got to teach your kids to be smarter with electronics.
Yeah,
that's a rookie mistake.
Could you imagine getting expelled
on the school
for that?
server?
It was a school email login. Like, bro, you have to log into the computer and it's your school email. Like,
that's when you know though. That's one of them people that goes back to home to like a caveman house with no computer and shit. And they finally got to school. Everybody's been talking about this lady at fucking school. I gotta fucking see it.
Doesn't even have his own phone, bro. He's just taking screenshots with his eyes and then running to the bathroom.
Yo, Jimmy, I saw your mom too. Finally, man, that shit's great, dude.
Like, these kids are getting dapped up all the time. Why do they dap me up? It's like, bro, thank you. Thank you.
Your mom blessed all of us, man.
Oh,
shit.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
The OnlyFans mom, she was told, listen, you can drop your kids off at school because right now they're forcing her to drop her kids off across the street and then they got to walk to school from there. And they're like, you can drop them off at school. Just take the fucking decal off. And she's like, nah, it's like my livelihood, whatever, yada, yada.
And how much like revenue are you getting back from the fuking decal?
Thank you, bro. This is my thing, bro. This is my thing.
If I'm driving and like unless the titties are on the car, which that's got to be illegal, right? Like you can't just have like the titties on the car. But like if I'm driving and I just see like the OF dot like pass by and
Yeah.
good
I mean,
for you, sis. But like,
I'm already on my phone, so it's not that much extra to like just quickly pull it up. You know?
If you're driving and you see the decal on the back window, are you like trying to pull up to catch a look in the front window?
Siri,
1000%.
OnlyFans dot.
You're in a Tesla with one of those big fucking screens. You're like, all right,
You catch a
I got time.
You
It's
go
a
to
red light.
You go to catch a peep, but it's the husband taking the car out that day. You're like, oh, yeah.
The husband's in it though. Apparently.
He is involved with it. That's who
So,
she makes the
you
videos
know,
with. Is with her
50-50.
So here's the thing. Mind you, I reached out to her and I asked her, like, yo, you can't be driving this much business from the decals. And she's
You
like, yo,
asked
actually,
an amazing question.
she's like, I'm actually getting a lot of business from the decal loan. So it's left me with more questions.
Wait. And it's left me with more questions, but like the main two questions. Now, the more business she's gotten, is it from this controversy? Because she'd have to check if, like, in her analytics, is it all local shit that she's getting?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'd need confirmed. Because if it's not, then you're capping.
Yeah.
Because that's where your car is. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're bringing it out to like Las Vegas car shows for people to see the OnlyFans car. I don't see that. But I mean, that's the business opportunity. If you talk to her again, just let her know. Bring
Do you
want to
talk to her right now?
No way.
You want to talk to her? We got her on the line, dude.
That's cap.
Do you want to talk to her? You can ask her yourself, bro.
I would love to.
You want to talk to her?
Yeah.
All right, we'll call her up, dude. She's waiting on the other
Coleman,
end.
is this real?
Yeah, put your
fucking
headphones
way,
on. Put the headphones on.
That's what the headphones are for, bro. All right, Coleman, slide on over.
What? Is it still playing?
What?
Is it still playing?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
still
okay.
going. We're still going.
I just want you to know. I kind of heard this story a little bit before, but man, this is now I got questions, man.
Let's go, bro. All right, Coleman's gonna come on in here.
Wow.
Are you nervous?
I'm just thinking about the questions now. I don't want to ride home this like after this.
Shower
just,
thoughts,
like,
being like, damn.
Fuck. I should have asked her about the titties.
Alrighty, dude. You can hear everything fine through the headphones?
Perfectly.
All right, sounds good. Let's call her up.
You guys have a great setup, man. Everything.
Thanks, man.
Wow. What's her name?
Michelle.
Hello?
Hey, Michelle, how's it going?
Hello?
It's Jacob. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, hang on.
I can't hear you if you're there.
Hang on 1 second.
Hello?
Oops. Hang on 1 second. Let me fix this.
Hello?
1 second. Let me fix my, oh, fuck.
Oh,
Fuck, we
no.
lost her. Oh, no. We didn't think this far ahead.
Is it not coming through the?
Even when you put it on speaker, though, she was still saying hello.
Yeah. As you can see, I had some technical difficulties, but just want to let you guys know we did get her on the phone. That happens at around the 51-minute mark, but I highly recommend you go through the rest of the Backpage news and end on that high. It's going to taste a little sweeter for you at the end. Anyways, back to the show. All right, well, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah. Hey,
It's not over,
give it
though.
One more try.
I cannot get defeated back-to-back episodes.
Your quest is never done, man. Until we get answers.
We will not stop.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a whole episode. I know we said this last week, but we'll try to make it happen.
For sure.
Even if it doesn't happen during the episode, we will make this call happen. I'll loop you in.
Perf.
You know?
Perf.
I'll figure it out by then. Should we keep talking about this story? Or should we just move on? Next headline. Do you have anything else to say about this? Like everything else I have to say is just questions,
no,
you
we
know
need
what I
to
mean?
talk to Michelle at this
Yeah.
point. Like, even if I'm not there, like I'll be texting you some questions for her all week long. Like, we've had time to sit and just think about this. So
Not even
you're-
just about this situation, just day-to-day questions.
yeah. We're thinking about her dinner. Like, shit, is it beef Wellington or are you more of a pot roast kind of gal? Who knows, man? You're
You in Annie's mac and cheese household or craft dinner?
wait,
You ever have Annie's?
I never. We didn't eat that, but we call it. What do they call it over there? I know we call it two different things here.
The mac and cheese?
They call it mac and cheese. No.
Katie.
Craft dinner.
Yeah.
Also, okay, can I just say something? We can cut this. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But mac and cheese doesn't make sense. MAC is an acronym for mac and cheese.
So you could just call it Mac.
Whoa.
Yes.
We don't need to cut this. That's a stroke of genius.
Whoa.
It's mac.
It's
Did you just make
Mac.
that up?
No, I saw something about it previously.
No,
I've been
but
thinking
that's
about it for
like
like
that
a long
needs
time.
to be.
Yo.
It's just Mac.
We got the
I don't
best
even
fact
like that
guy in
shit.
the podcast.
I don't even
game,
like
bro.
that stuff,
This
but
is-
that I'm gonna call it Mac. I'm gonna try and popularize it.
It doesn't
from
need to
now
be mac and cheese. People
You're
are like,
just
oh, it's
making it-
short for macaroni. Shut the fuck up.
on. It's just Mac, man.
Fucking genius, dude.
Smacking some Mac.
All right, let's get into the next headline we
Let's
got
do it.
here. It reads, finance worker pays out $25 million after video call with deepfake chief financial officer. So this guy got scammed into thinking that he was talking to a CFO and that his CFO was asking him to wire over $25 million in funds. So he originally got an email, which looked like a scam, and he was like, yeah, it's a classic scam. But then he got asked to do a video call. And because it was deepfaked, it looked and sounded like his CFO, and it was a team video call. So it was his colleagues in the video call that all looked and sounded like his real colleagues. So then he wired over 200 million Hong Kong dollars, which is 25 million American, and now they're just fucked. Company is undisclosed, haven't released that yet, but it's a multinational firm that's from Hong Kong. How insane is that?
So man got like next levelly duped.
Oh, dude, this is no small con artist little scam, dude. This
No,
it was probably a bunch of 14-year-olds, which fucking pisses me
that
off.
would be crazy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, he didn't even notice that they were stacked on top of each other on the FaceTime, eh?
In a trench coat.
Damn. No, but and like that's the thing. He had the red button to just send that money off.
mhm.
And he still got deep fake. Now just imagine who else has big red buttons and who could get deep faked, man.
Wow. Yeah. What
Yo.
throws me off though is after this situation. So it says here in this article, the scam involving the fake CFO was only discovered when the employee who sent the funds later checked with the corporation's head office. Why didn't you do that before? Before
That's the-
sending
yeah.
over 200 schmil in your currency.
How do they not have the fail safes? I guess he sees the FaceTime with everybody there, like, bro, do
from his
it.
perspective, that is checking with the company.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
I see
If
what you're
there's
saying. Like
multiple-
I would probably shoot a text to the guy, just being like, "Hey, ready for a FaceTime."
It's easy to say that now because, like,
You're
moving
right, though,
forward,
yeah.
this is the thing where it's like, do I have to double check everything?
And he was
You know
already
what I mean?
concerned that it was a scam at first, right? You
Yeah,
said?
he was thought it was a scam through the email, but then it led
And
to
then
a
the
video
fake-
call, and he was like, "Oh shit, this is actually my chief financial officer right now,"
Damn.
which is insane.
Yeah, it's easy to look back on it like you could have done a little more. But
Yeah.
also,
It's
if
also
I'm talking to my boss and he's like, "Yo, send that." I'm like, all right.
I'm sending that.
Yeah.
It's also easy to look at this and be like, "This is fucked," but if you look from the other perspective, it's kind of cool,
Oh, without they got their lick off,
bro.
man.
This is like,
They just revolutionized scamming
oh yeah,
for like. Think of the phone calls you get right now. Now think if you get a FaceTime and it's your mom's. Hey, if they could pull off my mom with the accent and my name right, y'all can have it. To be
Bro,
honest, she's
I-
a unique woman.
I know what it's like to be deep faked.
You've been.
I've been
deep-faked.
deep faked before. And at first I felt a little violated, but then afterwards I found out that for them to get my voice, they needed to listen to this podcast. So then I was kind of charmed that we have that much of an avid listener.
Yo,
Who
they
did-
manipulated your shit like that. What they have
Yeah,
you saying?
They tried calling my grandparents saying that it was me and that I got arrested and I needed bail money. And they tried to get my grandparents to transfer bail money. They're very smart about it. They didn't fall for it. They did everything right. Just to tell you guys, so you don't fall into this situation, serious note, if that ever happens, what happened was my nunno was on the phone, and then my nunno walked in, and then she called me from a separate phone to confirm. And then it's so funny, dude, because she called me, and she's like, Jacob, hello? And I was like, hey, nunno, how's it going? And she's like, are you in trouble? And I was like, what? I was like, no.
Damn.
Like, are you like at a police station? I was like, nah. And then I told her like it's a scam, whatever. And then my no just kind of played on with them, be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get your money, and then I'll call you back at this number, whatever. And then he just called the police after.
No.
The fucked up thing though is when they called the police can't do anything about it. Like, yeah, just nothing we can do about it. So this is still fresh enough where cops just are like, can't do nothing.
I had no idea that happened. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's happened like a couple
shout
months
out your
ago.
grandparents for being like
Yeah, bro.
savvy enough, because that's exactly like the target audience, man. Like, I'm a youth and I've been almost scammed, almost like phone call, almost brought to tears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I got a buddy that was scammed through Snapchat. Crazy.
Yeah, they're out there. You ever seen the Scam Baiters on YouTube?
What's that?
I've seen clips of it. I don't tend to watch it because my perspective is like the people that they're like fucking with probably are like forced into that.
they're just trying to get their.
But it is like cool. Like they like will like
it's
hack
very
scammers.
intricate.
And
Yeah,
like get them like
So
arrested.
the
in their,
scammers
like,
get
home
scammed.
countries. Yeah.
the work that they are doing to this anti-scam though is very intricate work, and yeah, you know, you got to get it where you live. At the end of the day, it sucks that they are preying on our less vulnerable, but you know, they got people
Doggy
like
dog world, buddy.
it's doggy world, man. No cap. Shit.
Because that's what I was gonna say about this story is that the CFO and the other employees in the call would have had to have made enough public appearances for the scammers to get their stuff. Like that's the only way this stuff works.
Yes.
I feel like there's got to be a mold too for them to understand that these are the people that need to be on that FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? It's not random. Like someone needs to know, like, oh, he needed to see these exact people. This may have been some type of disgruntled
I think they were planning
worker.
it in the article. It said something about a month long
Word.
plan went into it. But what's scary is like I like deepfake should be illegal. It's not. All that kind of stuff, whatever. So you will about it. But my thing also is like to play devil's advocate. Con artists have been around for generations and it's not going to stop. But now it's just making it easier so that like you and I can do it.
I've only seen deepfakes work positively once. Paul Walker. It's facts. He was in that car.
It's an OG deepfake.
Yeah.
That's an OG, bro.
Carrie Fisher in Star Wars.
Yeah.
True.
I think it just kind of sucks now because con artists used to be cool. Now it's not cool anymore. That used to be a man's job. You had to gain someone's trust, you know? You had to tap in with them, spend like a year with them, get them to really believe in you. And then you would have to block down your emotional wall and have the courage afterwards to be like, I'm still going to stab you in the back. That takes a real man. Now, these guys don't even know the people. It took like a month tops and they fucking scammed out of $25 million. It's not a man's game anymore, dude.
That is true. There's no honor in thieves nowadays.
And
man.
to be fair, this probably was teenagers because these are all like the tech savvy people
Yeah.
that can do all this shit.
They were doing the gritty after they got that money.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. The future is kind of fucked because I think it's like the kids that are gonna get into it, you know?
Yeah,
because like I know about it, but I've still yet to even look up deepfake. Like it seems super easily accessible, but I've yet to even have like the
there's always
desire
gonna be
to even look it
there's
up.
always gonna be the next scam. Like at the end of the day,
Because I think again, kids used to be cool. Like when we were kids, if you wanted to make a bag, you would sell some weed. Some
credit
shit
card
like that.
scams.
Credit card scams were a thing. I didn't do any of these, but you could do stuff like that.
But even then, like, I mean,
now like ChatGPT is a gateway, bro. You use that to cheat on tests, and then you start deep faking to make fake OnlyFans accounts, and then it leads to you now deep faking CFOs on fucking Wall Street and scamming out millions of dollars. It's just it's a gateway to all that shit.
I think we're just getting old though, because I swear
I did sound like an old man right there, just calling it a gateway.
Yeah.
I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
The way they scam is not like the way we used to scam. We used to be honorable when we used to scam. We used to have to look a man in the eyes and then take his money. That's a 40-year-old last man ass sentence, man. Like, I swear. But I get it too. Like, but as I got when I got old, like before, it used to be credit card scams and shit. Never done it myself, but like, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm just like, man. If someone were to fucking credit card scam me right now, you know how fucking cheap that'd be, you know what I'm saying? Those are smart ass motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Get it where you live, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's always gonna be petty thievery as long as socioeconomics. But as long as economics is going down, petty thievery is gonna go up. And this long-winded sentence you can fucking zoom through. But all this to say, man, get it how you live. And if you're a scammer, don't scam me.
They're gonna take that sentence and take it to court because like, no, he said I could do it, and they're gonna deepfake it to be like, please scam me.
I'm gonna be fighting for my life. Like he said it. Please scam me. Yeah. No laws on deepfakes.
No laws, bro. You know what's gonna end up making it illegal though is Taylor Swift
for sure.
Because there was those AI porn things of her. Oh, I've seen it.
She can make shit move, man. Not her ass.
The deepfake one, though.
Oh, they deepfake some ass on her, too. You watched it?
I just saw all the photos on Twitter. It was all my Twitter feed one day. It was just deepfake porn.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I respect.
But they got wiped off the face of Twitter. And like the government stepped in. And
Taylor Swift got that power, man.
Yeah, shout out,
Taylor
bro.
Swift like ISIS.
Hang on, clip that out of context.
Fucking
Taylor could have ended COVID, bro. That shit went on way too long.
That's so true. Yeah. Just imagine if Taylor was just like, man, and I was taking the vaccine, but just imagine if Taylor was just like, I'm not taking this vaccine.
Oh, game over.
And you're an anti-hero if you take this vaccine. Holy shit, man. The world would have been different. We would have all been outside. Would have been outside, man.
Now she's got her boyfriend doing Pfizer commercials.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
He's in Pfizer shit now,
Yeah.
Good for them, man.
Yeah, my thing though is I feel like it's not like smart to say this, but I do feel like the Taylor Swift porn deepfakes are a different animal than like the sophisticated like
this kind of
CFO scam. Yeah, because I didn't see them personally, but like I've heard people describe them to me, and they were like, "You can't." What's funny, man?
Describe it to me in detail, and wow, I am impressed.
What's funny? No, I've heard people talk about them, and they were like, "There's no universe in which you could think that it's real."
No, obviously.
Yeah. And like the stuff that like even
Taylor Swift don't bend that way.
I've seen her dance moves on stage.
She can't move like that. I'm sorry. She was doing stripper moves up there.
But I'm because I heard a lot of people like activists who are like, you know, who have been targeted by this kind of stuff, like deepfake revenge porn of them and stuff, and it really like affected their lives, and they were like all on this campaigning for it to be taken down and stuff. What fucked you was that they put you in like semi-believable positions. You know what I mean? Like iPhone videos of you like of somebody else like giving head, and then they like Photoshop your face on it and stuff.
You know?
And it's like and that shit is like really potent. That can like fuck you up. And like these people are talking about they've got to like mention it on first dates and in like job interviews, just like, hey, so you know, like I've been targeted by this. And like that's the level where, you know, you can get into the scamming of like taking somebody's boss and like, or like, you know, taking video and photos of you FaceTiming your grandparents and like fucking you up.
Well, we talked about this with Solomon when we interviewed owner of Pornhub last year, and he said that like they have, I forget what the name of the software is.
Yeah,
it wasn't Safeguard. It was a different software that they were using where like when you upload a video, it can detect that deep fake shit, so you can't be uploading revenge porn anymore. Some shit they're working on at Pornhub. But it's these other apps that like Twitter where Elon's like freedom, and then you could just post whatever you want, you know?
And with just editing technology, like, mind you, you're always rat racing.
What does that mean?
As much as they may have the technology to detect it, the people that are making the deep fakes are fighting.
Right.
People are always, when it comes to just production and especially just visual production and stuff, it's always getting better and better and better for every aspect of it, right?
The guy who made the Taylor Swift AI fake porn photos or whatever, it was a dude from Toronto. Scarborough. He was like a meme account guy, and he made it, bro. He's like,
waste youth.
He's in some shit, dude. He is in some shit.
Yeah, he did the wrong person.
Yeah, he fucked with
like he could have done Dua Lipa, and he would have mosey on with his day. But
I don't know. Also
people love Dua,
powerful.
but she's not Taylor.
No, yeah, you're
like
right.
like he brought hell upon it. Like I said, ISIS. He
the cult following.
Yeah.
Emphasis on cult.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to me that that's what got like the government's commenting on it and stuff. When it's like that's really not the same level of like. I mean, I'm sure it was like hurtful to her, and I'm sure like a lot of people who had that same kind of thing happen to them were like re-traumatized
like
by it.
Slapping her
But
and
you know
everything.
it's fake.
Yeah,
you
it's
look because
not
the one
same
that
thing.
I saw was like 18 Chiefs fans holding on to her, and she was like in the bleachers. It's like I know that didn't happen. You know,
That's insane.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like
What?
Spit check without the water is wild.
That's what he chose to do. Oh
yeah,
man.
it was like she was like getting like crowd
Yeah,
surfed basically.
like, yeah,
by Chiefs fans or something.
that stuff to me is
like I'm worried about the day that it's like, you know, a very realistic like Joe Biden. Like there are clips of Joe Biden. That guy's already fucked. Like some of those could be deepfakes, and I would never tell. I'm waiting for it to be like an international incident, and then people are gonna say, because people are like, this is what's gonna get the reins on deepfake. I'm like, no, it isn't.
the way people are fucking in the Senate. I mean, it may not be a deepfake if you see Joe in there. You know what I'm saying?
There might be a third sex tape filmed in the Capitol coming soon. Yeah. A couple episodes ago. Take a look.
Oh god.
To find out more about the second gay sex tape that we've shot there.
But yeah, no, like, and I totally get it too. The deepfakes, that's something there's not too much to gain from it outside of just like extremely CGI scenes or shit that we need with like people that have died mid filming shit, but like it doesn't make sense. It's really just abusing amazing technology when you do it like that. And man, when you really get into how much work was put into being able to even deep fake, like it's insane, man. Like we're and I don't want to nerd out on y'all too much, but like
yeah, you're in the whole animation kind of
exactly
thing,
like
so you know
we're given access to so much amazing technology that people spent their life's work on for you to make Taylor Swift get gangbanged by 19 Chiefs fans.
This is interesting though, because you are in that design animation world right now. So like, are you pro deepfake?
Only if it's used for the right purpose. Like to me, if you use it like that, like I don't want to say it like this, but that's in line with, like that's abusing women. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unconsensual. You're putting shit out there. I don't want to get too deep, but it's like that's.
No, you're absolutely right. And the stuff where they make it look realistic, that's
that's
scary.
That's you know, I don't want it's art. It's almost R word. Like you're visualizing that without their consent. So that's And the part that hurts me the most is this is amazing technology, immaculate technology. The fact that I can make you think that the person that's in front of me is someone completely else with the touch of a button, that probably took someone 20 years of figuring out and fucking light technology and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of these technologies that we even have too in this space, which I've realized is not like a lot of spaces I've been in. Rather, it's, you know, the rap game or other things. A lot of this stuff is free because they want people to push it and excel it and bring it even further. So when people do some dumb shit like that, it's just like, you know? So yeah, that's, you know, if deepfake is done right, it's cool. But like when it's used for stupid shit, it's just setting us back for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I think
to
get rid of deepfake, you need to use deepfake. I think what we need to do, if we need these politicians to take it seriously, we need these deep fake trolls to make deep fake porn photos of all the men in politics with small wieners. Make those
naked.
Yeah, naked, small wieners, big bush, micro weens even if need be.
Dude.
And then that will get them to be like, yeah, I don't know, this shit's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, just keep posting it. Like, just a full meme page of every senator every day. And then, dude, that's so smart.
Just every Republican senator or even just government official on that side, just get them AI photo of them kissing a dude.
This guy, man.
And that'll end it, bro.
You're fixing world issues right there, bro.
I feel like when it comes to these big, colossal problems, the only way to take them down is with the problem. You know? Like, how do you defeat COVID? Give COVID.
Guns, water guns.
If guns can kill people, they can also kill themselves.
Right? Now, just imagine if a cat burglar is in your house and you spray him with a water gun. The cat part comes out and he flees. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
The duality of man in this podcast. Where we went on a very serious note and then just flipped. This is down to the wire, folks. Welcome to Down to the Wire.
Because he's low-key an animorph.
Oh, fucking what?
You ever seen those books? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I've never actually read one.
An animorph.
They were the coolest books at the library when we were kids. There was a book where you usually have one person like slowly merging into an animal on the book cover.
Oh.
Right there.
It's still not ringing a bell.
No way you never seen Animorphs.
Never seen that, dude.
I've never read a single one, but those were the coolest covers.
Your school must have had a big budget if they're like, yeah, include these.
I went to a white
Throw
school.
these in the library.
Yeah.
We need this.
Yeah.
This is necessary, Dad. Another $1,000 to. Let's get more copies of this.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I looking at, bro?
Scholastic book sales? You never seen those?
No, dude.
You never had Scholastic?
No, we did, but I didn't see this shit.
Yeah.
Man, my mom would never give me money for that shit.
For Scholastic?
Nah, bro.
I begged.
I had to
one
pawn
time.
snacks for money, then take that money to buy like an ice cream eraser and then starve that day.
Wait, what's an ice cream eraser?
Because you get like little funny erasers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I didn't even buy books. at the
Bendy
book
pencils
fairs.
and shit.
I bought all that kind of shit. The big fucking foot-long pencil that
Bro.
you used once and then that was it.
I thought you were calling an ice cream sandwich an ice cream eraser.
Because I devour that shit.
And it's kind of like in a little. Hey, I thought that was a really foreign way. I eat an ice cream eraser, but fucking
really foreign. Italians are getting
yeah.
Italian born in Canada. I'm getting out there with my.
But yeah, nah. Fucking speaking of the trades, very important shit that I hope to teach my youth. I am gonna send them not on some like Frankie shit. I'm gonna send my kid to school with food. But you gotta send them with like not the best food. You know what I'm saying?
Purposely. Yeah.
Feed them to
Why? Explain.
what I learned through the bartering system at school. The way I would go in there with just bread with jam and then walk out from that lunchroom with candy, a mini pizza with
What? How'd you get all that for your shitty food?
This guy doesn't know about the barter
He
system.
doesn't
man.
know about the barter system. You were sent out to the wolves, my dog. Like, hey, man, you might have, little Jamal doesn't finish a little thing over there. So, hey, run me that. I'll take that off your hands. Now, he wants that little thing over here that he didn't even want to finish right here, right? So then you give him that for a big, you got the whole pack of candy right here. Now, because his mom's kind of rich, always gives him 2 candies. You know what I'm saying? So he won't miss that. You won't miss that one candy. I grabbed the one over here. I switched that candy over. Kind of
Subdivide the candy pack.
Yeah.
Give you 5 Swedish
I
berries
never
for a
did that
chewy
shit
bar.
for money though. That's crazy. I should have been.
Just for the love of the game, bro.
Just did it for more food. I kind of just wanted more
You
food.
just needed to eat. It was survival, bro. You were looking at it as a business. I need to eat. Bologna and mustard again? Fuck. Speaking of bartering, you might be interested in this. Might be a good time to plug this Red Bull competition going on. Shout out to Red Bull. Fuck, I forget what it's called. We'll plug it in here though. We'll throw it in the description. But there's a competition where they're sending out 3 groups of 3 people from Canada to go to Europe for a week, and they pay for your flight. They get you there, but once you're there, your only currency is Red Bulls, and you have to barter your way to different challenges because you got to go to different cities and barter your way up to higher. Like one person ended up bartering all the way up to Champions League tickets, I heard.
Amen.
And then that's how you win. Whoever can barter the best. You should take a look into it. Maybe apply.
Definitely. What's the first thing if you have the Red Bull in hand? It's the first thing you're trying to trade. What's the first thing you're doing with the Red Bull if you got it?
You know what? I've had a lot of time to think about this,
Yeah.
and I have no answer, which makes me think I might not be cut out for this.
Oh.
But I will still apply because I think I have. It ends March 31st to apply, but it happens in May, so I have enough time to think about it. I think I'll maybe trade 1 Red Bull for 2 Red Bulls. I'll trade like a watermelon Red Bull for 2 regular Red Bulls.
Ooh.
And with those 2 regular Red Bulls, I'll go to like a rave or like a concert, and then people that are just dying of thirst trade that for their drugs. Take those drugs, trade the drugs for money. Now it's getting illegal.
No, it's fair game. They just
and that's
said,
how I become a drug dealer.
They just said, take that Red Bull and fucking bring it home. You could run a whole cartel. They don't give a fuck. It's Red Bull, baby.
Just as long as you're pushing Red Bull,
as long as it's giving you wings.
Just big Red Bull.
I think your best asset, I think you have to prearrange when you get there. You have to make arrangements with like a local influencer. And your biggest asset is the media when you're there. Because then you're like, hey, I'm in this competition. This, like my homie over here, Giacomo, he's an Italian influencer. Good guy. He'll put you on the Instagram page. We're going to do a video together.
Go by Giacomo.
Yeah. Bartering up these Red Bulls. Because that's like a popular thing on social media is like bartering. Like,
but Giacomo only speaks Italian.
Mulian!
How does this happen every time? It's the only thing people know how to say in your fucking language.
Do you know what that directly translates to? No. Eggplant.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's what they say. Respect, man.
We're now out of the Red Bull plug, just by the way, guys.
We close that book.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Sadly, that is not the first time that's been said on this podcast. By a guest, too. All right, let's get to the next headline here. Don't eat fried toothpicks. TikTok trend sparks health warning. So the South Korea, I don't even know if it's like one specific influencer or just a trend that's going on over there where they're posting videos of them deep frying their toothpicks, and now kids and whoever that's on TikTok is willing to try it. And that's the reason why it's working over there is because it says in this article, like South Korea is known for this shit, just to like get really obscure foods just trending. They have a lot of food like network equivalent shows where they just make food out of weird shit.
That's where mukbang is from.
Mukbang, that's the name of the show.
Which is it's not a show. It's like a trend
it's a
of
trend.
like streamers will film themselves like eating lots of food.
Yeah.
No. What I had just seen on the screen were the toothpicks.
Mm-hmm. So they're made, the toothpicks.
They're green, yes.
Yeah, they're green.
They're not the wood toothpicks that we used.
Well, their toothpicks are different. They use their toothpicks are made from either sweet potato or cornstarch, and they're dyed green with food coloring. So all their toothpicks out there are green for some reason. Just I don't know why.
Yeah, if it's edible, I mean.
Yeah, it's like biodegradable. Yeah, apparently, it's not great for you.
Yeah, it's like technically edible, but they're like, we don't know what this can do to you, so don't eat it.
But now our toothpicks here are made of wood.
Yes.
And are people trying to do that with our toothpicks?
I don't believe so.
There might be a couple. It's trending on TikTok, so keep in mind the audience.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that would be heavily concerning if you thought that frying a wooden toothpick would turn into that. Please don't do that.
They look like those fucking shitty health chips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Like,
kind of look like.
So
I don't even like puffs.
Yeah.
You know
These are
I'm
what they are.
saying?
They're toothpick puffs.
the toothpicks, which are seen as being environmentally friendly and biodegradable, are often on tables in Korean restaurants. According to local media, an ingredient called sorbitol is used, and while it is harmless in small amounts, it can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and inflammation if overconsumed. So I don't know if sorbitol, I assume sorbitol is like another ingredient that they put as like cornstarch, and then this stuff turns it like plastic, and that's what people use. And then if you fry it, they'll puff up like Cheetos.
Yeah.
So we can watch a video
Just
too. if
eat
you want.
fucking Cheetos, man.
Bro, it's like.
That's the problem. The thing with TikTok and food,
They fry up quick.
yeah, nah. It's like chalk. Chalk is edible, but you don't be eating chalk. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
You can drink your own piss, you know what I mean? But you just don't do that.
Yeah.
Same
Like-
thing. We're talking about the same thing.
Fuck, man.
I just feel like they really be trying different shit out there.
I'm more
Like
it's
people are like hesitant to try duck here, you know, but over there it's like, yeah, let's try toothpicks, and I bet you it tastes pretty good.
I think the problem is more TikToks and like food shit. Like TikTok, you seen them TikToks of like people making food in their toilets?
What?
Dude, oh, there's this dude on TikTok that like oh fuck, I gotta find that one day. But he made a whole fish stew in like the sink of his bathroom.
Why? Just to go viral, or like is
Just
there
to
a
go
reasoning
viral,
behind
man.
it? You
Just
know,
to go viral, bro. Like he filleted the fish on the very same sink. He uses a heat gun in the sink to boil the fucking water for the fish stew. Mind you, like this is all like flimsy wiring and shit, and the heat gun is like literally in the water, and it's just heating
so
the
much
water
more
until
work,
it boils.
dude.
So much.
it's
more.
like when you see those videos of people cooking in the forest. Like
Yeah,
they're cool, but it's like you have to bring
yeah.
all of this shit with you, bro.
Yeah, the thing with that guy is though, he's got a decent enough, nice bath. He for sure has a fucking kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a decent bathroom, you for sure got a fucking kitchen, bro. And so, like, sure you'll get some views eating toothpicks. Sure you'll get some views fucking making fish stew in your fucking where you should take a shower. But like, it's a toothpick, and it's where you take a shower.
Also, you get toothpicks from restaurants. You know?
I think it's just broke boy shit. You know, like if
Okay,
you're a
that I would
university
get.
student, like,
Oh, 1,000. You know
if
what?
Mr. Noodles are starting to get too
That's
pricey
the
for
only
you,
that makes
you
sense
know?
for me, man. Hey, if I'm down bad,
like
and,
that's
I
the
need
only
a
reason why
snack,
I would try this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like, I got the pack of toothpicks.
Groceries to get expensive. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
finance my groceries. I got a down payment on that shit.
You should just Google how to make puffs. Like you could just Google like
Just TikTok it, bro. Everything's
Yeah.
going off on there. They even mentioned in this article, this is far from the first time that TikTok has sparked a trend, warning officials or healthcare professionals. Last year, dude, I didn't even hear about this. Apparently, there was a trend that went viral on TikTok to rub Castro. I think I'm saying that wrong.
castor oil.
Castor oil.
Castor oil. On their eyes.
Castor. Like French beaver.
Castor.
Castor.
Castor
Hey,
oil.
that sounded more Spanish.
Rubbing castor.
Castor.
Like fucking motor oil to rub that on your eyes.
It's not motor oil.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that what
Castor oil? No.
Isn't no? It's not
No.
motor oil.
There is
No.
like castor oil is like motor oil.
No.
Castor oil, it comes from the
A plant, right?
gland of a beaver.
Oh well,
Oh, that's where castor oil comes from?
Yeah.
Word.
we got the best fat guy in the game, bro. I'm telling you, this guy knows everything.
Respect. He was
Well,
in a
that's
book
why
right
it's the
before
French
you-
name for beaver.
But it was supposed to be a treatment for dryness or cataracts, poor vision, and they're like, nah, it's not.
Word.
Could you imagine being the person that watches that and then takes that person seriously and tries it yourself?
Well, you see, remember how you were saying your grandparents were business savvy?
Right.
Like, so, I love you to death, Mom. But man, hey, send somebody the right email about something healing some shit, and certain people are gonna believe it. You know,
I was gonna say it's like echoes of like the pandemic when they were like, take this horse dewormer and it'll fucking cure
you know,
COVID.
like,
And people were like, hell yeah,
drink
especially,
anti-peroxide.
Drink bleach. It'll probably be good for you.
especially in the States, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's say it costs you $1,000 just to not have a runny nose when when you're fucking outside, and fucking dude on TikTok says, "Do you have a runny nose whenever you go outside? Stick whale cum in your nose and you'll be great." It's cheap.
It's cheap. Is it? Oh, trust me, it's not. It's a premium. I'm a big fan of these trends, though. Keep them coming because we need to wean out the,
Yeah.
there's a little too much going on. So, COVID tried and it failed.
That's some shit my brother was saying.
I'm playing. We need you so you can listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
That's our audience, is the people that are
Everyone,
eating
man.
chopsticks or fucking toothpicks. Yeah. Well, she never called back.
She never called back?
No, nothing, bro. I'm kind of pissed. It's 9:00 now.
Dude.
I'm just so mad because we had it. Like, we had her say hello,
Voice, man.
and then we tried to switch over to the speakerphone and lost her.
You don't want to be like annoying, but we still want to get.
Mm-hmm. Should we do one more call? I hate that double ring. Hail Mary.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Michelle.
Hey, I can hear you now.
Oh, perfect. Sorry about that. We tried running it through our system, and yeah, it just did not
That's
work.
okay.
is,
That's
is,
okay.
is now still a good time?
Yeah, well, sure, we're good.
Sweet.
What are you doing now?
You've had quite a day, eh?
Yes, it's an interesting day.
How did that go? So Fox News came to your house?
Yeah, that's not the first time they've done that. So I've had Channel 9, Channel 2, and Fox 35 already. And then today I woke up with a phone interview with another radio station or somewhere in like London or something. And I got another phone call interview with another news place. Like, so it's definitely been busy. I mean, I'm blessed because I'm happy that the publicity that's given my business, but it's also I'm not like obviously super proud of the way it happened. You know, I'm not like super like, yay, good for that, you know.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. So we've already explained the story to our listeners, but from your perspective, is there anything different that you would like to share?
Really from my perspective, it's just like it's crazy that I feel like now the kids, it's being taken out on the kids. You know, I feel like they're kind of be mad at me, but like the thing is, they asked me to stay off campus in my car. I did that, and it's like that wasn't enough. My kids weren't the issue, so why are they being now, you know, expelled and punished for it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were
They're
expelled.
expelled?
Yeah, I just got an email out. That's kind of why Fox is back out here today. I got an email last night at like 6:00 in the evening from the school principal. And he was just telling me that basically it was a long email and it was very thought out. So I'm guessing it probably was done over the weekend. So my kind of thing was like, why wouldn't you have given it to me on Sunday? Just give me time to plan the kids. Now you wait till Monday night at 6:00 after they made sure I paid my tuition on Friday. I'm like, they gladly took that payment and then they sent me this letter.
No way. Wow.
Yeah.
That's news to me. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that for the kids. Did you say you ended up taking the decals off?
No, I didn't. Their thing was like, either if you're going to come on campus, you have to have the details covered. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. I mean, because it's on my back window. Unless I tape something on my car, I have no way to cover it.
Right.
And I wasn't going to remove something that had been on there for 2 years just because now one angry parent, you know, is all in her feelings.
Okay.
And that's kind of the whole thing is like, because it's been like 2 years they've been on there, you know, and to me, it's just like, if the school had a problem with it, school would have already said something. It just took a parent complaining and causing a stink, and then they did something.
And hi, Michelle. sorry, just co-host here. But you said it was on here for 2 years, and this is only starting to happen now?
Yeah. And what's funny is I've even had meetings with the principal, for other random things.
Really?
Or anything to do with this, at the beginning of the school year, probably in August or September. And he never one time brought up the decal to us. It was never even a discussion. I honestly think he was maybe too scared, chicken, he didn't want to bring it up. Maybe he knew about it, didn't say anything, but he certainly never did discuss it with us. And then it wasn't until approximately 3 weeks ago I got an email from this mom being, snotty with me. And then the same day, or either the same afternoon or the following morning, I got an email from the headmaster saying to please not come on campus or remove them. And I was like, no problem, I'll stay off campus. And that's kind of where it was left. And that's the last bit of communication we've had until last night when I got the email about expulsion.
So I got to ask, I'm assuming you're able to look at analytics and all that thing on your end. So have subscribers shot up ever since this story broke?
Oh, yeah. Tremendous. My phone, I have to turn on silent because the notifications, for subscribers, it doesn't stop. I mean, every night when I wake up, I'm a few grand at least more every morning.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. I don't want to say how much because I'm not trying to. I mean, the thing is, this is all taxable anyways. I have to claim every penny of this, but I'm not trying to throw it out there.
Talk your shit.
I just will say that it's definitely I'll easily make $3 to $5 grand every night, and I wake up the next morning. Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't done anything. I've just been sleeping.
So the decals have worked then. Maybe not the way you intended, but they worked because I'm assuming I don't know how much business they were driving before.
I mean, even prior to this, we always because we travel a lot. We love to take vacations. We love to drive out of state. We were always doing things. And so even prior to this, I would just be driving. And one time I was down in near Hollywood. We don't even really ever go down there. But I ended up getting 2 subscribers because they saw my car. They took a picture of it and sent it to me on Instagram. And they're like, hey, we're following you. So no, 2 people isn't a lot. But when you add that up, when it's just free advertisement, we drive all over the dang place. It adds up.
That was our main question.
Now it's the cars are famous.
I did have one aesthetical point though on the decal. Now, for me, hey, I love marketing and I love advertising. If we do get a new decal, can we make the OnlyFans blue-white to match the car aesthetically? Or were we really trying to get that blue to pop out with the just regular OnlyFans logo?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I wanted the blue to kind of stand out because I wanted it to kind of, be more of a pop. And I feel like that blue is just distinct. Everyone knows what that blue is with the OS, I feel like, okay, we know what that is.
It's like Coca-Cola. It's red,
Exactly, you just know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, no, I feel like if they would have said something at the start, it might have been easier to scare you off and, like you said, just take them off. But the fact that you've been doing it for 2 years, it's this is part of my life now, right?
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. And it's people say, I'm just playing, hard to deal with, at my kids' risk or at my kids' expense. And, certainly not what I'm trying to do. But I also feel like I'm trying to teach them that, when you believe in something and you're not doing anything wrong, you're not hurting anyone, you're not breaking the law, to stand up for yourself, defend yourself. Just because it's not a popular thing or not everyone loves what you're doing or has a problem with it doesn't make it wrong and doesn't make it not okay. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't defend it,
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of, my thing with them, and they get it. But I'm not raising, sissies, so to speak. I want them to have real life knowledge. And I mean, I don't overtell them stuff, but I want them to have some street smarts about them too, and be able to handle situations and not run and tell their mom because, someone had a sticker at school or I don't know. I feel like we're pretty open and they are pretty communicative with me on a lot of stuff because of how we are with them. So
that's amazing. I think that's actually a part of probably this whole story that a lot of people, I think, need to hear and would, I would love for people to hear that side of your story still. Just in the end that, anytime someone, especially any people that work in that kind of realm that have kids, people always have questions for that. But at the end of the day, right, it is your job to raise your kids and no one should question that. But especially in hearing the way you're talking about your situation, you clearly understand what you're doing and you understand the predicament that your kids are in and how to weave through that the best you can.
Like, they understood, you know, without being too in depth with them, they call it sexy time. And I just say it's sexy time with mommy and daddy, you know, it's sexy time in our private time, but, you know, sometimes people like to pay to watch this. And they're like, oh, that's weird, you know. I'm like, it is weird, but, you know, hey, some people like that. That's their thing, whatever. You know, let's think they're weird doesn't mean they're wrong. So, I mean, I've definitely had this conversation. You know, I'm not naive and stupid to the fact and just pretend like they don't know anything. But they are aware of it, and we don't go into detail, and that's pretty much enough. And they get the idea after that. You know, it's never done in front of them. It's never around them. It's not like you walk in my bedroom and there's lights and tripods and all this stuff. I'm like, it's definitely not. You know, but I just think that that's, I think, also what people assume, that we live this wild, you know, just insanely crazy, just off the charts, you know, borderline illegal lifestyle or something. And it's like, we really don't. But it's funny too, because people feel like my kids are just so distraught and destroyed over this. And I'm like, they're really not. You know, they're having a dance off or whatever, some weeging or whatever upstairs the other day, and like playing and laughing, like the same day this all took place. Like, they don't even. It's like, okay, whatever.
Kids
like, they know
kids,
we'll handle it, and they move on. This woman acts like these kids are just, like, need therapy now. It's like, you know, like, she acted like if someone saw the site, like, oh, now they need therapy. And it's like, for me, I feel like there's other sites out there that kids are aware of. I mean, I don't think many people, you can't tell me many people over the age of 13 haven't heard of Pornhub, you know? It's like, you can't tell me that they've never heard of that. And if they have access and enough, you know, curiosity to go pull up my OnlyFans, they're going to look up Pornhub too. So it's like, I don't have that posted, nobody else does, but it still doesn't prevent them from looking it up. And just because, at least mine's blocked at the paywall, you know, and it requires ID to get in, and it's like, it's not an easy thing.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I need therapy. My mom's a real estate agent, so I mean,
that's fact.
But I want to ask, I'm just thinking about this now because of what you said earlier, but like, if business has like gone way up exponentially ever since this news has come out, do you feel any pressure now on your end on what you're doing within the account, like having to pump out more videos, the style, maybe you do need to get those tripods and stuff like that? How are you feeling on that end?
There is pressure for sure. I've said that already a couple of times, like, okay, now I have a lot more followers, I want to make sure that I keep them, you know. Getting them is half the battle, but keeping them and keeping them entertained and feeling like I'm worth what they're paying for, you know, I got to keep that up for sure.
It is really hard for the general public to separate the person from the job that you're doing. Probably
Very
just because
true.
sex is so intimate, right? And that's exactly where
I think they think I walk around like with a bikini top on and like a song on every day. And I think that's what people's impression is, that I'm just like this hoochie, and I'm like, I'm not. You probably wouldn't even recognize me from my videos to my normal everyday life, because I'm probably in a sweatshirt and leggings. I'm just not, you know. So it's that I agree with that. I feel like I can separate it. I look at it as like it's a character that I portrayed, you know, and I feel like I can leave work at work, and I can be mom when I need to be, and normal. But yeah, I agree with you. I feel like a lot of people, they don't see it that way. They think that it's just, oh, that's who you are. You're that type of person. You're trashy. You're slutty. You show yourself all the time and out to get your husband, or like, I don't know what they think, you know, like to the extreme.
This is probably a really exciting time, but also a really confusing time moving forward. So like, what's
For
next
sure.
for you guys? Like, how are you guys attacking the next steps here?
Honestly, so we honestly are thinking of just kind of moving out of the county, just kind of getting away, like, and kind of disappearing a little bit. Like, I never, when all this started, I was never planning on trying to like blow myself up or get publicity. I was just simply defending myself and what I thought somebody was coming at me. Like, I had no idea it was going to be what it is, you know? So ultimately moving forward would probably be eventually to just get out of the town, just move away. And continue to homeschool my kids. That's the plan. They're going to start on Monday, officially being homeschooled. So hopefully I don't go crazy, but going to hire a private tutor a couple days a week, you know, to come and help. But yeah, that's kind of, I mean, ultimately I don't want to do this forever. So my plan is like, make it while I can, invest smart in it, do something else with my life, you know, like do something, a business, something smarter, and something that I don't have to use my body for anymore, you know, and eventually get out of it. I don't feel like this is something I want to do at 40 years old. I don't feel like that's appropriate. I feel like there's an age limit on this stuff. Just in my opinion.
On that note, I did have a question before we leave you that I did have earlier. In your opinion, do you think there is an expiration date to OnlyFans modeling?
I think there's an expiration date to porn in general. I really do. I think once you get to a certain age, you see like granny porn out there and all that. Never my thing. But yeah, I do. I feel like you can only do it a certain amount of time, and I feel like right now, like I would say I'm at my height of it. You know what I mean? I'm kind of at the peak of it. I'm gonna just live as much as I can, and then kind of as this goes down, I'm gonna kind of be done. Because I feel like this is not something you can do forever. I feel like 10 years of this, you would just look and feel, and I think be assumed as just kind of washed up, so to speak.
It's the same with anything. It's like TV shows when like a show's on like their 12th season. You're like, all right, well, you probably should end this 3 seasons ago.
Like Survivor, like we've had enough of this.
We've all seen this. Yeah.
How many times do you need to go island?
You got to end it on a high, Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you.
If you ever wind up in Ottawa, Canada, swing by the show.
Yeah, if you ever find yourself in Ottawa, let us know.
I would love to be there, like one day. Like I definitely have a lot of plans of traveling more for sure. I'm actually leaving for a cruise tomorrow to Bahamas for a couple of days just to get a little break away from all this junk. So
with the kids too?
Actually, no, because originally we thought they were going to be in school.
You enjoy yourself, eh? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes!
Yes! That was so sick.
What an interview. What an episode. We're so happy. Look at us. We're all excited after that rush of completed an interview just like that one you saw. We're about to react to it right here, as you can kind of see as I blurred out the screen, because to watch the full reaction, you're going to have to check out our members only page on YouTube, on Spotify. That's right. We got members only exclusive content that we will now be releasing under the podcast. It's going to include exclusive interviews with BackPage news subjects like Michelle, because you know what? That wasn't even the full version of the interview. We talked for 30 minutes. You're going to be able to check out the full-length interview plus our full reaction. Look at Filet getting into it, flashing his titties like that. It was a fun reaction. It was intellectual. It was everything you could have ever wanted. It was down to the wire. And I'm happy to announce that we have now members-only exclusive content that we will be dropping. Like I said, expect more reactions, but most importantly, more exclusive interviews with the people that are involved in the BackPage news. That's what we're going to be bringing more to you guys. So check it out. It's only $2.99 a month, and that's in Canadian dollars. So for all our American listeners, that's like $0.25 a month for you guys. Check it out. A lot of exclusive stuff coming on the way. And yeah, if you're a real one, you'll go do it. Thanks for listening to today's episode. Catch you guys next week.
Therefore, down to the wire means the very last possible moment or to the very end.